Hola mis amigos, my name is Brock Page and I do random sports picks for fun. I went 2-1 in my picks for last night's NBA action, bringing my total win percentage to 60.05%. Also banged out a 5-point teaser as well. That said, let's keep it going and take a look at our next game, Boston at Cleveland. 8 o'clock start at the Q. Cleveland's minus 15 against the spread with the total moving slightly upward to an even 217. And at the moment, Cleveland's literally laying 2,000 betting units on the money line. Speaking of the Cavs, they've been hot against the number as of late, covering 3 of their last 4 despite losing Game 3. They're also a respectable 42-36 against the spread going into games as the favorite. But if you think this Cleveland team is a lock to get the job done, you may want to listen to these trends real quick. Overall, Cleveland's just 43-50 against the spread in all games. They cover just 33% of their games at the current point spread. They've covered just 3 of 7 games in head-to-head matchups with Boston, and the Cavs are just 17-21 against the spread versus teams over 500. Buyer beware, Cleveland might not be the hot ticket. That said, Cleveland's facing a Boston squad who realistically hasn't fared much better when it comes to covering the spread themselves. The Celtics have failed to cover in 2 of their last 3, and are just 3-5 against the spread in their last 8 playoff games. They're also just 36-50 against the spread versus teams giving up more than 102 a game. Having said all that, it's not all just dark clouds for these Celtics here. And as a matter of fact, there are several areas where these guys are very good against the number. To start, Boston holds the season series advantage, going 4-3 against the spread in head-to-head matchups with Cleveland. The Celtics are also a respectable 23-15 against the spread versus teams over 500. In addition to all that, these road warrior Boston Celtics are an impressive 31-17 against the spread in games away from home. All that said, the case can be made for both teams. Got to weigh out the pros and cons, throw a little intuition in there, and make a selection momentarily. But before I do that, let's go ahead and slide into some total point breakdown. Out of the series' 3 games, 2 out of those 3 games went over the total posted points. In addition to that, the lone under literally missed the line by just 2.5 points. That said, the lone under in this series did in fact come at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. On a side note, 3 out of both teams' last 4 games have indeed gone over the posted total. Once again, the case can be made for both sides. And with that said, the time for talk is over. Estoy lista. Let's go ahead and shoot some darts in my underwear with some misguided sports picks in my 2-bedroom apartment. When it comes to the spread, everything in me wants to pick Cleveland. I think they're going to come out pissed, focused, and ready to kill. That said, Boston proved that not only can they keep it close without Isaiah, they can actually win. Boston has a good knack for being focused away from home. They cover an impressive 65% of their games on the road. My heart says Cleveland, but rationality tells me that Boston plus 15 can get the job done. So when it comes to the spread, I think Boston plus 15 will get it done. When it comes to the total points, the posted total is a tough one. 217 is right where the line should be. I think we'll see some slight line movement in both directions, but by the time the ball tips off, we're going to be right around the posted total, in my opinion, of course. Like I said, the case can be made for either side, but I think this one gets over 217. And when it comes to the money line cash, really a foolish play to lay 2,000 on the Cavs here. This is a pick show, however, so I must pick a winner. I think Cleveland will win this game and make it 3-1. I'm also adjusting the lines and taking Boston plus 20 as the first pick of my 5-point teaser. I'm also moving the line once again and taking the over 212 of that very same teaser. Just a reminder, my 5-point teaser pays 5-6 and gets graded as a loss should one pick fail to cover. You can find this exotic bet in several online sportsbooks and in the beautiful tax-free state of Delaware. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. Nos vemos a la próxima. But before I get out of here, I have to remind you that I am not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the free information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Productions, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.